My name's Bond. James Bond.
I know who you are, what you are, and why you've come.
What?
A trained dancer, Jane Seymour's life changed forever after playing a Bond girl in Live and Let Die. Never far from the screen, big or small, she delighted fans for 6 seasons as Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Sorry, ma'am. See your filler?
No, as of now, he's my patient.
Jane is fearless, and her latest film proves it once again. In Ruby's Choice, she portrays a woman struggling with dementia.
Memory test? Oh, no, that's silly. Nothing wrong with my memory.
It's a topic that's personal for Jane. The film chronicles the impact the condition has on Ruby and her family.
Mum, what happened?
Well, she's lucky to be alive.
I sat down with the Hollywood star to find out all about it. Jane, this movie is about your character coming to terms with having dementia, and that's a bit of a personal story for you too, isn't it?
Yes, well, it is pretty personal to me. Two of my uncles had it, and I also made a movie about Glenn Campbell called
Yes.
I'll Be Me, in which he had dementia. And, the statistics in America, and I think it's probably the same there, is that 1 in 2 of us will have it if we manage to make it to the age of 70. Well, I'm 71 now, and what did I say?
There are a lot of people watching this right now saying you are not 71. You just don't look it.
Well, I am. I am.
My late mum went through or had Alzheimer's. I can remember telling her to take a picture with her phone once, and she was using the home phone, not a smartphone. She was pressing the buttons on that. Stuff like that happens, but it's an insidious disease, isn't it? There's that stage of people knowing that they have this thing, that they're forgetting things.
Well, I think the only good side of it is that the person with dementia or Alzheimer's does not realize that they have it. The bad thing is that it really would be incredibly embarrassing and upsetting if you knew that you had it, and the torture it's causing your entire family, because you can't be left alone. You have to be taken care of. Nobody knows whether to put you in a home or not, or if they can even afford to. And obviously everyone wants to make sure that you're not going to be a danger to yourself or others.
Jane, what did you learn by immersing yourself in this role? Do you have any words of wisdom for people that are dealing with someone who has dementia in their family or their life?
I think that when you're my age and you know that could happen and it's in your family or it's happened in your family, I think you need to have conversations with your family about what you would want and at what point maybe you should go to a special care facility, because you don't want to destroy your family's life by having them have to give up everything just to kind of watch and make sure you're, alive. But I think the things I have learned were that, especially with Glenn Campbell, is the last thing to go for him was the thing he was best at, that he was passionate about, which was music. So he wouldn't even know where the bathroom was in his own bedroom, but he could pick up a guitar and play anything and play it better than anyone still, and sing.
You just gave me goosebumps then, because my mum, when, she would ask the same question 4 or 5 times over, she would then sit down at the piano and play tunes. She always played piano, but she'd play tunes I'd never heard her play before. Note perfect. Incredible.
Exactly. And, I would say the things to realize that is that music, old memories, dancing, art, those are things that you can do with someone who has Alzheimer's.
Jane Seymour, thank you very much for having a chat. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's great. It reminded me, I actually interviewed Jane Seymour about 20 years ago in LA. It was a red carpet event, and had a chat to her, quite up close. And then afterwards, the guy I was working with said, do you want one of these breath mints? I said, no, I'm good. He says, no, you need one. We'd been to the Stinking Rose, which is a garlic restaurant in LA the night before, and apparently I just covered her in a cloud of this garlic stinky breath.
She was too polite to say.
When you found that out, were you mortified? Because because you want famous people to like you and everything. She's like Jane Seymour, and you're like,
remember that
Jeremy
stinky
Corbett.
guy from New Zealand?
Stinky New Zealander.
Yeah.
Ruby's Choice is in cinemas from tomorrow.
Yeah.